Welcome back to Eternal Vitality, my friends. Today we're exploring what if starting over is a form of self-respect. Let's dive into this profound idea together. So here's the deal. We all get to decide how we view our lives' twists and turns. Sometimes life hands us lemons, sometimes it throws in curveballs. How we respond, well, that's where the magic happens. Let me tell you, responding with self-respect is pure magic. You see, when things don't quite hit the mark, we often find ourselves stuck between two paths. One path whispers doubts, disappointment, and a whole lot of I can'ts. The other is an adventure. It's a journey of self-discovery, personal growth, and resilience. It's the path of saying, you know what? I might not have gotten it right the first time, but guess what? I'm learning, I'm adapting, and I'm moving forward with respect for myself. Now let's be real. Starting over isn't always easy. It takes courage, determination, and a sprinkle of that magical stuff called self-belief. But here's the kicker. When you start over, you're not starting from zero.
Yeah, you're starting from a place of wisdom, experience, and maturity.
Yeah.
You've got stories to tell, lessons to share, and a strength that only comes from navigating life's unpredictable waves.
You might be thinking, but I've made mistakes. I've stumbled. I've fallen. How can I possibly start over with self-respect? My friend, there's your strength. It's in those stumbles and falls, in those moments of imperfection that your true self-respect shines through. Because here's the secret truth. Self-respect isn't about never falling. It's about picking yourself up, dusting yourself off, and deciding to move forward with grace and dignity. It's about embracing the full package, the good, the bad, and the beautifully messy in between. When you decide to start over, you're essentially saying, I value myself enough to try again, to learn, to grow, and to do better. That right there is the essence of self-respect. So today, I want to encourage each and every one of you to embrace the power of starting over. It's not about erasing the past or pretending mistakes didn't happen. It's about acknowledging them, learning from them, and stepping forward with renewed determination and self-respect. Think about it. When you decide to break free from a toxic relationship, a dead-end job, or a life that no longer aligns with your values, you're showing the world that you respect yourself. You're saying, I am worthy of love, respect, and happiness. Starting over in this context isn't just about a fresh start. It's about reclaiming your life and taking control of your own destiny. It's a powerful act of self-love and self-respect. But here's the beautiful part. When you start to respect yourself more, when you take bold steps towards creating a life that aligns with your values and brings you joy, you become an inspiration to others. Your journey becomes a beacon of hope, showing others that they, too, can break free from the chains of negativity and create a life they can be proud of. And remember, my friends, you are not alone on this journey. We're all in this together. There will be times when self-doubt creeps in and the going gets tough, but that's where your support system comes in. Reach out to your loved ones, seek guidance from mentors, and surround yourself with those who believe in you. Their love and support will be the wind beneath your wings, propelling you forward on your journey. Here's something else to keep in mind. Starting over doesn't mean leaving your roots behind. In fact, it's quite the opposite. It means carrying your experiences, your wisdom, and your cultural heritage with pride. It's about embracing who you are and where you come from, while also reaching out to explore new horizons. Picture this, a tree that has stood strong through countless storms, its roots anchoring it firmly to the ground. As the tree grows, it sends out new branches, reaching towards the sun, but it doesn't forget its roots. Those roots sustain it, giving it strength and nourishment. Similarly, when you start over, you're not discarding your past, you're integrating it, allowing it to shape and enrich your journey while also venturing into uncharted territory. It's also important to recognize that starting over doesn't have to be a drastic, overwhelming change. Sometimes it can be a series of small, intentional steps. It's like when you decide to take care of your health. You might begin by incorporating small changes into your daily routine, like going for a walk, eating healthier foods, or practicing mindfulness. These seemingly small steps can lead to significant transformations over time. Likewise, when you start to rebuild your life, it can be helpful to focus on small, achievable goals. Want to reconnect with your cultural roots? Start by learning a few phrases in your heritage language, cooking a traditional dish, or attending cultural events. Looking to pursue a long-abandoned dream? Break it down into smaller steps, like taking a class, reaching out to a mentor, or setting aside dedicated time to work on your passion project. The key is to celebrate these small victories along the way. Each step, no matter how small, is a testament to your resilience and self-respect. It shows that you re-honoring your journey and valuing yourself enough to invest in your own happiness and well-being. So, my friends, let's embark on this journey of starting over together. Let's honor our experiences, learn from our stumbles, and move forward with grace and self-respect. Remember, you're not starting from scratch. You're building on a foundation of strength, wisdom, and the unwavering belief in your own abilities. Starting over can be a daunting prospect, but when it's driven by self-respect, it becomes a powerful catalyst for positive change. It's an opportunity to rewrite your story, to create a future that aligns with your values and brings you joy. So go forth, my friends, and embrace the beauty of new beginnings. Let your journey be a testament to the power of self-respect and the boundless potential that lies within each and every one of you. And before we part ways, I'd love to hear from you. What does starting over mean to you? How have you shown self-respect in your journey of personal growth? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Can't wait to read your stories. If you found this message insightful, please show your support by hitting the like button and sharing it with your friends. Your support helps spread this message of self-respect and empowerment to more people, creating a ripple effect of positivity. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey. Till next time, may your days be filled with purpose, joy, and self-respect. Remember, you are capable of amazing things. Keep believing in yourself and never stop pursuing your dreams. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Welcome back to Eternal Vitality, everyone. I'm so happy to be here with you today in this safe space. Our topic today is something that has been on my heart and mind for a while now, but I've hesitated to share it because I wanted to make sure I do it justice. Something personal yet universal, something I've learned through my own journey, and I hope it can help light the path for someone else out there. The truth is, when we start on our spiritual awakening journey, many of us are still carrying the weight of old beliefs, past experiences, and emotional wounds. We may find ourselves consistently seeking validation from others, or worse, trying to gain acceptance by conforming to expectations that don't align with our true selves. It's a struggle many of us can relate to. The desire to be seen and heard, to have our needs met while also battling the fear of rejection or abandonment. I've been in that place myself. The fear of losing people I care about if I were to speak my truth or express my authentic self was very real. But I want you to know that you are not alone in this. Many of us have walked or are walking down this path. It's okay to feel the way you do. Acknowledge those feelings, honor them, but don't let them hold you back from living the life you truly deserve. As I embarked on my own healing journey, I realized that the most significant shift I needed to make was to stop caring about what others think. Now, let me be clear. This isn't about becoming indifferent to others. It's about recognizing that the opinions and judgments of others are often a reflection of their own internal struggles. It's not a statement of absolute truth. When we release the need for external validation, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. Suddenly, the fear of being misunderstood or rejected no longer has the power to limit us. This realization set me on a different path, one where I prioritize my own inner compass, my intuition, and my personal growth over the fleeting approval of others. But why is this so important? Why should you? Why should anyone care about what others think? Because in caring for our mental health, we are essentially saying that we matter, that our feelings, our thoughts, and our experiences are valid and deserve attention. It's not selfish, it's essential. By prioritizing our own well-being, we set the stage for healthier relationships, deeper connections, and a more fulfilling life. Imagine living in a world where you are unapologetically yourself, where you express your opinions and feelings honestly, and where you set boundaries when needed without fear of judgment. That's the kind of world I want to live in, and I believe you deserve it too. Now, let's take a moment to explore how this idea manifests itself in different aspects of our lives. One of the most common ways we seek external validation is through our romantic relationships. How many of us have stayed in a relationship too long because of fear of being alone, or because we were afraid of what others might say? Fear of loneliness is understandable. It's to basic human fear rooted in the primal need for connection and belonging. But what if we could reframe this fear? What if instead of fearing loneliness, we choose to embrace it as an opportunity for growth and self-discovery? When we detach ourselves from the need to be in a relationship just for the sake of being in one, we open ourselves up to the possibility of finding a love that is deeper, more meaningful, and based on mutual respect and understanding. In friendships, too, we often find ourselves needing to conform to certain expectations or to avoid being judged by our peers. This pressure to fit in can lead to us suppressing our true selves and engaging in behaviors or conversations that do unalign with our values. But when we start valuing our friendships based on authenticity and honesty, we begin to attract friends who appreciate us for who we truly are. These friendships become a source of strength, understanding, and support rather than a source of anxiety and pretense. Even in our professional lives, we see this dynamic at play. How many of us have felt the pressure to suppress our opinions or to agree with our bosses or colleagues, even when we had valid concerns or ideas to contribute? In these situations, the fear of losing our job or of being seen as difficult often prevents us from speaking up. However, when we start prioritizing our own self-respect and professional integrity, we begin to attract work environments that value our contributions. While it might mean making the tough decision to leave a job that doesn't align with our values, it can also lead us to positions and projects that allow us to thrive both personally and professionally. So how do we practically apply this concept of not caring what others think to our daily lives? It starts with small steps, with setting boundaries and sticking to them. Every time you choose to stand up for yourself, every time you say no to something that doesn't feel right, you are sending a powerful message to the world. You are communicating that you value your own needs, your own feelings, and your own well-being. It won't always be easy, especially when faced with the fear of rejection or abandonment. But each time you practice asserting yourself, it becomes easier. Another powerful tool is mindfulness. By developing a strong connection to the present moment, you become less reactive to the judgments and opinions of others. Mindfulness allows you to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment, helping you to detach from the need for external validation. Cultivating a strong sense of self-worth is also crucial. When you have a deep sense of your own value, you are less likely to be swayed by the opinions of others. Remember, your worth is not defined by your job, your relationship status, or the approval of others. It is inherent to who you are. And finally, don't underestimate the power of surrounding yourself with the right people. The people you choose to spend time with should uplift you, support you, and encourage you to be your true self. When you create a circle of friends and colleagues who value you for who you are, you provide yourself with a solid foundation from which to launch your authentic self into the world. It's important to note that this journey is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process that requires patience, self-compassion, and persistence. There will be times when you feel like you're making progress, and times when you feel like you're taking steps backward. Both are okay. The important thing is to keep moving forward, to keep showing up for yourself, and to keep believing in your ability to create a life that you're proud of. If you're on a similar journey and would like to share your experiences and insights, please comment below. Your story might resonate with someone who's struggling, and your strength and vulnerability could be the difference in helping them take their first step towards healing. In closing, remember that you're not alone on this journey. Many of us have walked or are walking down this path. Reach out to your tribe, lean on your support system, and never lose sight of the fact that you deserve love, respect, and happiness. Your healing is a priority, not a side quest. Make the commitment to yourself to prioritize your well-being, to honor your feelings, and to live a life that reflects your deepest values. With that said, until next time, take care.